When we were riding with Nigel Mansell, and that's Mimo Chattarella who actually managed to drive off the circuit.
Well, Mansell making his way back to complete this lap, and I'm sure he's talking to the pits in a language that only Formula One engineers understand.
I think actually, John, that's just to finish off on Nigel, one of the points about his different style is not so much in what he's asking for the car, but he has a very different approach in explaining the car and making the team aware of any particular problems that he may have. And that's more to do with the personality of the man rather than a completely different, radical idea on how the car should be set up.
I think the thoughts that Nigel has, and this is sort of coming through the Formula One grapevine as such, that he wants a car now with a much stiffer front, your stiffer springs, stiffer bars, and a lot more front downforce. That's the kind of, and there we repeat what happened with Johnny Herbert. Nigel pops around the corner. Well, you see Morbidelli and Alboreto, and there's Nigel, much wider exit, no choice but to throw the car into a spin. A Lotus parked on the inside of the corner. So Nigel doing the donut, but this is another lap. Now his idea, I understand, is to have a much stiffer front end to the car and a lot more downforce to make the car respond much more, let's say, aggressively than the car is currently. That's the way things were explained to me, and whether it's accurate or not, well, only by going into the pits and asking the man himself will we ever find the true scenario.
On his way to complete his 10th lap, so the 11th and 12th lap to go for Nigel Mansell, and just under 4 minutes to go in this first qualifying session for Sunday's 82 laps. The Adelaide Grand Prix, and he's taken provisional pole away from Michael Schumacher. Nigel Mansell has taken provisional pole away from the Benetton Ford Team, and that is good news for Damon Hill, and now he's gone straight on.
Well, that looked like he had a throttle problem or something. It looked like suddenly he decided the car wasn't...
Nigel.
Well, Mansell, no problem, he got it resurrected. The car stopped against the barriers, and well, the battle going on between Nicky Lauda and myself over who is actually going to be on pole position. And this is Mansell deciding he's not going to make it. He then eventually turns to the left. Now another of those famous donuts. He'll turn the right-hand lock, boot it. There we go. This time not lighting the rear of the car up as he proceeds back onto the circuit. That was the replay just a moment ago.
Johnny Herbert moves up into the top 7 on his 10th lap. 1:17.727, and that's about the best we've seen so far from Johnny, who didn't have an easy time this morning. Nigel Mansell crossing the line for the 11th time. He's got one more lap to do it in. One more lap to go quicker than a 1:16.179. Schumacher is on a 1:16.197. Just mix him up a bit.
And this is Nigel's last lap, but Michael Schumacher's got 3 remaining.
Well, John, I think Michael Schumacher has got one remaining because he's running out of time.
Indeed, yes.
Remaining.
Yeah, indeed, time is the factor that's going to bring Schumacher's run. Oh, and there is Michael Schumacher, who's had an almighty accident, and that is left, front, left, rear, and Michael Schumacher, error. He just pushed too hard going through that chicane, desperate to be in pole position, desperate to reassert himself as the man here in control.
The session has stopped early, and I don't think it'll be restarted with 1 minute and 7 seconds to go. Schumacher ends up second, and with a very